Hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 7 of our 12 days of Christmas. And tonight I have a fabulous project for you. I'll give you a few minutes to jump on if you haven't already joined, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. And tonight I'm not going to show you the project until we're all finished. So it's going to be a reveal. So I hope you enjoy it tonight, and we are still using the Reindeer Fun stamp set. I'm also using the Christmas Friends, the Stylish Shapes, and tonight we are adding in Country, I always mispronounce this name, Countryside Corner dies. So that'll be another set of dies that we're using this evening. Hi Tina, hope all is well with you. Miss seeing you. I didn't make it up this past weekend up north, so. Hello, Nikki. Welcome, welcome. You're waiting to see what I'm making. Yes, it's a big surprise tonight. I will tell you this. If you're going to make it along with me, you're going to need about 3 full sheets of 8.5 by 11. I am using Garden Green tonight. So if you want to get those sheets of paper out and make this alongside of me, I'd love to have you do that. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, and I hope my heater is not too loud there. I'm going to turn you guys down so you can see my desktop. And there we go. And you see my cutter, because this has a lot of pieces that we're going to cut tonight. The first thing we're going to do, now you guys know this is a box, right? It's for a mug, but you don't know what it looks like. So the first thing we're going to cut is the bottom of our box, okay? Our bottom of the box is going to be 5 by 5. So we're going to cut our piece of paper here 5 inches by 5 inches. And tonight I think I'm the right side up, which is good, so you can actually see what I'm doing here. And then we're going to score this at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides, okay? And make sure you use your scoring piece on your Stampin' Up! Trimmer versus the cutting one. I went through quite a few pieces of paper doing that. I'm not even going to tell you how long it took me to design this box, because here's a little secret. Hi Sue, glad you're able to join tonight. Here's a little secret for you. When I made the first box, I had a cup that didn't fit in it. So then I went in the house and I'm digging around, trying to find a cup that would fit in my box. Well, the first one I designed takes a 12-ounce cup, and I did not have one of those. So I redesigned the whole entire box to fit around the cup that I had. So hopefully you enjoy this. So once we have our piece, it's all scored, right? I'm just going to snip it on the sides here. And I want you to just miter these corners. There we go. And then we're going to turn it to the opposite side, and we're going to do the same thing. Snip and miter and snip and miter. All right, and I should have grabbed my bone folder. I think it's in my little caddy here. There it is. And then we're just gonna take our bone folder and go over all of these creases. Now this is the bottom of our box. So once we're done with this, running the bone folder on it, we're gonna set it aside. Okay? That's the bottom. Next, we are going to do the top of the box. Now the top of the box is going to be 6 1/16, which should be what you have. Let me just make sure I got 6 1/16 here. Yes, it should be the size of the piece of paper, pretty close to it, that you have left in here. Okay, let me just double check. Nope, that's only 6. I lied. I can't do math either. So you're gonna take another piece of paper and we're gonna do 6 1/16. And that 1/16 is very important because we have to have it go over top of our box without, you know, stretching it or being too large, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, now this piece you are going to score on all 4 sides at 1 inch. So again, make sure you're using your scoring and not cutting. Is my heater too loud for you guys? Is it okay? I'm in my studio and it's a little chilly. All right, this is the top. Set that aside. And just like that, I lost my scissors. All right, and then we're on the long side here. We're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna cut up, and we're gonna cut up, and then we're gonna corner it, and corner it. Okay, then we're gonna turn it to the other side, and we are going to cut up, and cut up, and then we're gonna angle cut it and angle cut it. And this is the top of your box. You're gonna set that to the side. Okay, get those pieces out of my way. The next thing you're gonna do, you need 2 pieces to make the outside of your box. And the 2 pieces you should be able to get out of the pieces you have left. They're going to measure 8.5 by 4. So this is 1 piece I had left. So I'm just gonna chomp this down to 4. And then I have this other piece left here and I'm going to cut this at 4 as well. And this is going to make my box. So now I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch and at 4.5 on the 8.5 side here. I'm going to do the same with this piece here. 1/2 inch and then 4.5. Okay, next we are going to cut our designer series paper. Now our designer series paper is going to measure 4 3/4. I lied. That's for the top. Well, let me double check. Hold on a second. Designer series paper is going to measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And you are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 for right now. And then we're going to cut a piece for our top. Okay? So I went ahead and I cut these pieces ahead of time. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And when I'm doing these, I'm going to lay them every other one. So to do that, you want to pay attention to let me get my cutter out of here for a second so I can lay these out. You can see my fold. Well, and it's going to take a tumble. There we go. You can see my one fold here, my 1/2 inch. And then here is my 4.5 inch score. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Just burnish your seams here, or your score lines. Guess we're not sewing today, right? And then I'm going to put, now the pieces that you are going to cut into to make this are going to be next to the 1/2 inch mark. Okay, it's very important. They're going to be next to the 1/2 inch mark. So I'm going to put my trees from Reindeer Fun on those 2 pieces, because I want these really pretty deer pieces to stand out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these down. Let's see if I can get liquid glue to work tonight. If not, we'll be switching to seal. Okay, and there is that one. And then I'm going to, sorry about that, I'm sure that was loud. My microphone is right near that. I apologize. And we're gonna have trouble. I need to refill my bottle, put some more Tombow in here. So I made a pot roast today, and we've been just craving pot roast for some reason. I don't know about you guys. Hi Wendy, welcome. Hey Mom, welcome. And my daughter's like, that was really good. She's been asking for it, so. Okay, I'm gonna set that one aside. And now I am going to do this one. What did you guys all have for dinner tonight? Anything good? I'm looking for new recipes to try. You kind of get tired of the same old, same old. One of my friends, she was gonna do a pork, well, I cannot get that straight. She was gonna do a pork loin, and it uses Granny Smith apples. I thought, oh, that's kind of sounds good. And then she puts it, and it has a glaze that goes over it. I'm like, sign me up. She's doing Weight Watchers, and she's doing really good. We're really proud of her. I need to get on board something here. All right, so now we have our 2 pieces cut that form our box. I'm gonna set those aside for a minute. Now we have some work to do, because on one of the sides here, we're going to want to cut out a circle using the Stylish Shapes, and this is the 2nd largest circle. And we're gonna put that on there and cut that out. And let me see if I have some washi tape here where I can stick that down. Let's just hope it don't move. Move this one off to the side. Okay, hopefully you can see it here. And right, again, you're gonna cut into the pieces that are with the 1/2 inch score line here on both pieces, so. All right, I'm just gonna kind of center that, and we're gonna hope that it doesn't slide, maybe a little bit further over. There we go. All right, and in it goes, just like that. And I'm gonna run this through a couple times because this has 2 layers of paper, 1 cardstock and 1 designer series paper. Okay, let's hope I cut all the way through. Ooh, hamburger cheddar cheese stew. That sounds good. Hey Denise, welcome. Okay, so now we have our circle cut. You're gonna save this circle. Do not get rid of this, set it aside. Now our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the smallest die in Stylish Shapes with the other piece here. Now, you kind of have to look to see where your mug is going to sit. Now, I know the handle to my mug is kind of lower. So I'm going to go low, probably about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to center it from side to side. I'm going to do about 1/2 inch from the bottom. Okay? And I think that should be all right. If not, we'll have to prop it up. I'm going to go back to a little 1/4 because my cup handle is really low. All right, and that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to put my plate on, and I'm going to run this through very carefully. Hopefully it didn't move too much. There we go. And we're going to crank this puppy through. Make sure you share this video with your friends too. I'd love to see what you guys are making here. You can also watch the replay on Facebook and on YouTube. And if you would like this delivered to your door, you just have to let me know, and it's $59, and you will get paper and embellishment and ribbon and all these pieces cut for you so you can just start crafting along with the tutorial so you can make more of it. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, let me grab a piece of scrap green here. Actually, I'll just show you because I already cut these. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut out pieces to go around the holes just to kind of finish it off. That's why I selected these dies. So let me show you how I did that. So you're going to take your piece of paper, and I'm going to use this one as an example. You're going to take your pieces of paper here, and you're going to lay this down. And then you're going to put this one in the middle, and you're going to run it through your cut and emboss machine. And when you do, you're going to get this piece here. The same with the circle, okay? When you run the circle through, the largest circle, with the other circle in the middle, you get this piece here. So you'll need one of each, okay? I'm going to set those aside. Now we're ready to start assembling our box. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the sides of the box together. And you can choose, now I will say this, I did do one where I put the bottom of the box together and then I just kind of laid it on here. And it was okay, and I can show you how to do that, and then I'll show you another way of doing it. Because you can just slide it inside the box. And it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit easier to line up, but I'll show you both ways. So I'm just putting glue on these tabs now to form my bottom of my box. And this way I'm showing you right now is the way that you would do it if you wanted to configure this whole thing before putting the sides on. Okay, and then I'll show you the other way too. All right, so here's the bottom of my box. I'm doing my last little tab here. Hey Nancy Jones, welcome. All right, now this is very important because you want to make sure that the bottom of your box is actually going to be on the bottom. Okay, so flip it over. See, I got my deer and my trees going this way, so I know my bottom's here. I'm just going to make sure I'm on the bottom here. And then you're just going to put glue along the bottom, like so. And you're going to lay it on this second piece here. And it goes from edge to edge. And it's going to be a tight fit. You do have a little wiggle room, but it's going to be tight. And you want it tight because you don't want your mug to come out the bottom. All right. Now, I can put the side on here. All right, so I'm gonna lay this down, put my glue. And then bring this side up. And again, you gotta make it sure it's really pushed to that corner good. See how I'm pushing in there to make sure that I seal it? Okay. Now we have our other two sides here. Now this side with the 1/2 inch goes on this piece that doesn't have the 1/2 inch. So I do have to pull my glue up a little bit. Sorry guys, I should have put that on after. I gotta tuck in my seam here for my piece. Let me do that quick. Put a little more glue in there. And glue on here. And glue on here. And then this gets tucked down at the corner. Make sure I'm right there at that corner, and make sure I'm right down even flush with the bottom. There we go. And then we line up this side piece so it is flush. There we go. All right, and then the last piece, again, we're gonna fold this little piece over. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of glue there to hold it down. I'm gonna pinch it for just a second. Now you could use seal on this too and it would work very, very well. Okay, and then we're gonna put glue along here. And we're gonna put glue up this side here. And then we are going to fold it down flush. Whoops. I gotta push that in the corner good. There we go. Come on. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm going to get my side in. Okay. Push that up a little bit. Gotta hold it from the inside a little. All right, so now we got our box. Now these pieces that we cut out, not sticking here, there we go. These pieces that we cut out, we're gonna put over top of the other cutout. So I'm gonna put glue on that. And just kind of line it up. The thing I'm using for my glue is from Sweet Petunia. I put my Tombow liquid glue in there, Denise. And then it's easier on my thumb from squeezing bottles. I'm not a big, I like using liquid glue because I like to be able to move things around. I like sealed too, don't get me wrong, but I'm primarily use liquid. So I had to make it easy for myself. Hi, Chris. Good, I'm glad you're finally here. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this other piece that I cut out. And put it over where our handle is going to go. See how this finishes it off so nicely? I did one without it, and I just think it's nice to have it finished. And you might have to kind of push on the inside a little bit for this piece to secure. Now I could have put this on before I put the sides of the box together too, and that probably would have been beneficial. All right, so there is our hole for our handle of our mug. And this is our front so you can see what's inside the box. Now it's time to do our top of our box. Now we can either do our top I think I have one a little bigger. Let me just see. Hope I didn't cut this wrong. I don't think I did. It's been a long day. Nope, 4. We're good. All right. So I'm going to put my box together similar to the way I did my other one. I'm going to burnish my seams. Turn it and turn it. I feel like I should be saying ambular, ambular. All right, let's see. All right, now I'm going to, before I put this together, I'm going to decide if I want the deer or if I want the trees on top. What do you guys think? Deer or trees? Anybody have a preference? Okay, I'm gonna go with the deer. Okay, so I'm gonna put my glue on my trees. Put that piece down. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I cut pieces. Now you're going to need 4 of these pieces. These are 3/4 by 3 3/4. And they're just going to go on our box here, like that. And I'm going to use the trees on these. Let's see. And I'm putting these on because they're a little easier to put on and line up where you want them. There we go. And then I'll turn this one and put my trees on. So again, these are 3 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it and put my other trees on. Okay, and our last one goes here. And I put that up way too high. Get off of there, little guy. See, this is exactly why I like liquid glue. Not to mention, it goes a long way. All right, so now we have our top of our box. Now we need to do our sides here. And you don't have to worry about being loose on these because they are 1/8 of an inch bigger than our bottom of our box. Now, when you're making these, you kind of have to pay attention to the type of cup that you have and the size of the cup. And I'll show you a couple different ones here to kind of give you an idea. Okay, and there's the top of our box. Now you can choose to put, there we go. You can choose if you want to put something on the bottom. I'm going to take another piece of 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 and put on the bottom, just to kind of finish it off. You can make it match the top, which might be nice. Let's do that. Let's match the top. And I just checked direction on that. That's what I was doing. Hamburger, cheeseburger, cheese soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Well, Nancy, I did not see your comment, and I did deer. I am so sorry. It might be a little delayed on my Facebook group because it's a couple minutes behind, because when I stream, I have to go live on my page first and then activate it in the other. All right, so let me grab my mug. And then I'll tell you a really funny story. So here's my Stampin' Up! Mug. And we used to have these, I think they might have clearanced them not too long ago. So I'm going to take this and then just turn it, and the handle goes in, see? So you could have a little bit wider cup than this and a little bit taller cup, because you still have the top of the box here, okay? And look at the trees in here. I don't know if you can see it. The trees in the mug show through here, and then the handle comes out the side. Now we are not done, okay? Because I have a couple other things that, first of all, I'm going to show you what I did in this other sample that I made. And you're going to laugh. All right, so I don't know if you noticed anything, but the bottom of the box, my bottom here, look at my pattern paper. Everything is upside down. When I glued the bottom in, I glued the bottom where the top should be. So it would be an upside down box. I didn't throw it away because I thought, well, maybe that would be a funny gag gift for somebody. Now the other box I made when I first made this is put together entirely different, but this is for a tall, skinny mug. And I did not like this one as well. I think it looks so much more complete here, but we're still not done. We still have some decorating to do. So let me grab, I went ahead and I ran our bow die through, and we're gonna make a nice bow for the top. And then I also have a really cute tag that we're going to put on it, and hopefully I can find my tag that I die cut. Okay, let's see here. All right, we need, as I'm dropping everything all over the floor. All right, I need that. I need this deer. And I need this deer. And I need a white piece. All right, I think I got everything now. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, we need to make a real pretty bow for this. And for this, you need to run your bow die through twice, and it'll cut out all the pieces you need. So I have, these are all, oops, that's a shorty. I need one of those. Long. Medium, medium, medium. There's medium. I must have something in the wrong spot. 1, 2, 3. I need one more of those. Let's see, long, 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 and medium. All right, so now I have my 3 piles here. If you don't have this bow die, I would highly recommend it. And I must have hit one of my lights because it just turned off on me. Let me grab it. Nope, I don't want that one. There we go. These are real easy to put together. So I'm going to start out. Now for this, I am going to use my Stampin' Seal. And because I did deer on the top, I want the trees to be in my bow. So all you're going to do is you just put adhesive down here at the bottom. You come around and you meet these 2 pieces at the bottom. And then you set that one aside. And I'm going to do all my larges first. And you take it and twist and down. Whoops. There we go. And another large. We want the trees out. And around and down. Hopefully you're seeing how I'm doing this. Oops, I got that one crooked. Come on, get on there. There we go. Hey Gina, welcome. We're just making a mug box today. And we're making a bow for it right now. Gina's my sister-in-law. Okay. And take it, twist, and around. So just think, you could be making all of your bows to match your gifts this season. Okay, and around and twist, just like that. So those are all my large ones. Now I'm gonna do my medium-sized ones. So how's everybody doing on Christmas shopping? Anybody get any unique things? Hi Alicia, welcome. Okay. Now we're gonna put these together. They kind of look like, I don't know, ballerina slippers. You're just gonna put some adhesive right on the tip there and just join the two tips together. These are our large ones. Okay, and then we're going to crisscross these like this in the middle. Whoops, there we go. And then we're going to put some more good stuff there. And this one's going to crisscross here in the middle. That's the base of our bow. Then we're going to do the same thing with these pieces. We're going to connect them. And sometimes I like it with two in there, sometimes I don't. All right, so I'm gonna crisscross this way. So I'll put some good stuff in there in the center. And we're gonna crisscross here like that. And then I'm gonna crisscross here like that. There we go. And then the only thing we have left is the center, and I'm just gonna put some glue on this. This one you do not twist. You just fold it around, and depending on how tight you want that center, okay, so that looks good to me. And then I'm gonna put some adhesive right in here, in the middle. Make sure my fold's on the bottom. I'm gonna sneak him in there. I'm gonna take my bone folder and just run it in there a little bit. Whoops. Well, I smushed him. Actually, I don't think I didn't get any adhesive in there. That's my problem. He didn't want to stick. Now I got some in there. All right, let's fluff him back up. Get him in his spot. And then I'm just gonna stick him in there. And you can kind of use your finger too to work it in. All right, so now we have our beautiful bow. Isn't that gorgeous? Not done yet though. Okay, now we have to do our tag. Remember I said save this circle? There's a reason for it. We're gonna put it on. Now this tag comes from the Merriest Trees. This was a carryover set, and I love this set. If you don't have it, it's one you'll want because it has some really cute Christmas trees in there. But not only that, it does have this beautiful tag die that makes it really super easy to make a really cute tag really fast. Super fast, super freaky fast. All right, I'm just gonna put that on there like that. And then we're gonna take the stamp set in Garden Green ink that says Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays is under the Christmas Friends. And we're gonna stamp this, but we're gonna stamp it off to, oh, I didn't tell you what I used for that. I used this small die again from the Countryside Corners, and I just die cut it in white. And when we stamp this, we are going to stamp it off to the side, like that. And I'm gonna let it dry a second because I'm always touching things and getting ink all over it. Let me clean this off. Well, that came right off my block. Okay. All right. And then we are going to put this on with dimensionals. Let's see what I have left in this pack. There's one full one. And here's another one. Come on. Okay. Chris PayPals everybody's money over for the kids. That's cute. All right, so we're just gonna kind of put this straight, but off to the side a little bit, and I still have it on there crooked. There we go. And then I have cut out the deer from Reindeer Fun, and we're gonna assemble those. I cut out the horn one in Early Espresso. And actually, I have two pieces that are the same, so let me grab my other one. There we go. The pecan pie for the piece that does not have the center cut out, and then the front I have in crumb cake. And we're just gonna layer these on. And this comes in the Reindeer Fun bundle. Now this would be really cute. You could get some of the other patterns that are in this Reindeer Fun, and you could make or buy a cup for the kids for Santa and give it to them early as a gift. Maybe the elf on the shelf would give it to your children. It would be a great idea for them to make. And you could put a little cookie in the inside if you wanted to, or you could even put a pocket on one of the sides that we didn't cut out, and you could hold a little tea bag on there. Now I'm going to put a dimensional at the very top of my deer, and I might have to cut one here because I'm running low. We're gonna put a dimensional at the top, and we're just gonna put a little seal on the bottom there. And he goes right on here like this on an angle. And then we're gonna run our pool party ribbon through. We're gonna cut a piece of that. Oh, great. Now, what did I do with my ribbon shears? Well, I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice tonight and use my regular snips. Hopefully it cuts. They need to be sharpened. All right. And then we're gonna take this piece and run it through the hole. And this is our pom-pom ribbon, our pool party pom-pom ribbon. We're gonna pull this up. You wanna pull too hard though. Okay, so now we have our tag. Now, I really want to put a belly band on this too. I think I'm going to do it in green though. So let me grab my other piece of green cardstock here. And we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 1 inch by 1 inch. Okay. I'm going to set that off to the side. And I want this belly band to go where I currently, I'm going to start it here in the middle because my bow is going to cover it. And I'm just bending it with my hand as I'm going around. Okay. So that's piece number 1. I'm going to set that like that. And then piece number 2, we're going to put again on the top. We'll start there because then I can adhere these 2 pieces. All right, so I'm going to put my other one right here. So let me go ahead and take some of my seal there. And I'm going to put that right over top. Again, it's not going to be noticeable because of our bow, unless you put it on crooked, like I just did. All right, get over there. Get over there. All right, I think I got it straight now. And then this comes down, and we're going to turn it over, and it's going to meet the other one. Now, I'm going to flip my cup over here, and I'm going to cut some of this off because obviously I don't need this much here. There we go. And then this piece, we're going to put our adhesive on. And line it up again. And you don't want to pull it super tight because you want to be able to slide it off and on. So give it a little give. All right, there's our bottom. Now we're going to put our bow on. So it'll look like this. Isn't it so cute? Now I did make another bow just to see what it would look like. So I have one made. This bow actually turned out better. And this one kind of got squished a minute ago, but you get the idea. So I can put that one on the top, or I can put the trees. I think I like the trees. I'm going to go with the trees, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right here. Put that on. And then I want to put my cute little pool party tag just underneath here. Now you can tie it around if you wanted to. You could tie it around the handle, or you could tie it from the top. I'm just going to kind of lift up. I should have put this down first. Sorry about that. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit and I'm going to put my ribbon down first. I mean my tag down first. And then I'm going to come back in and put more adhesive on, then put my bow on. And push down just a little bit. And here is my cute, 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 cute cup holder. Isn't that adorable? Now I do want to show you, I promised I would show you how to do the bottom of the box if you didn't put it, assemble it with the pieces open. Okay, hi Annie, welcome. All right, so there's the one project, and then I'm going to show you real quick how to do the bottom of the box. I have all these pieces cut over here, so I want to make sure if I messed up that I would have a spare part. So let me just grab, this is my bottom. I already have another top made, but you'll be able to see how this works. So you'll have all your scores. You'll have your paper. You remember, you're going to die cut next to the half a seam here. And I'm just going to assemble, well, actually, I probably should put these together because then I'll have another box done, right? Okay. we're switching. We're switching. We're going over here to seal. I'm just going to do this real quick. And this will give you a second chance to see assembly if you missed it. So this is 3/4 by 3/4 on our base piece. Okay, and I think I have another piece of that designer paper. And if not, I'm okay. I can grab something. Let me grab one real quick. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's one I cut a hole out of. 1 second. I like that paper because I think I used every piece that I had. Let me grab my other package out and see if I have one more. I do. All right. 3/4 by 3/4. I'm sorry, I think I said 3/4 by 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right, so there's my pieces that I need for this portion just to show you the box. And then I'm going to put this on. And I'm only doing this so I can show you the bottom of the box. And I didn't cut that by 3/4. 3 3/4. Yeah, I did. Which side is not 3 3/4? They both are. How did I do that? Well, this one will be a little bit off, but that's okay. Nope, I got an 1/8 of an inch too much. Okay. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. I want the same pieces next to my cutouts. That one fit? Nope, I'm an 1/8 of an inch on that one too. I must have cut my paper off just a little bit. All right. Okay, then I'm going to die cut this. And this is the part that the reason why I have to do this, because you have to have these dies cut before you assemble your box. Because obviously you can't go back and do it afterwards. And I'm just running them through my cut and emboss machine. So here's the one piece. We die cut out using our countryside corners. And then the next one I'm going to use the second largest circle. And again, it goes on this piece right next to the 1/2 inch seam. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Nancy. There's our circle for later. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so now I have both of my pieces here. And I'm going to assemble these side to side like this. So run your adhesive right down there. And this side gets put on. Line it up from seam to seam. I think somewhat this is a little bit easier to assemble the bottom this way. And then this one, of course, gets glue. And we go seam to seam on it. Come on. Well. All right, I'm wiggling too much, guys. Sorry. All right, and there's our seam there. And then my bottom of my box, I need to score it at a 1/2 inch all the way around. If you missed it, this is 5 by 5. I got these little 1/8 of an inch strips. So let's see, 1/2 and 1/2. Score at a 1/2. Score at a 1/2. Score at a 1/2. And score at a 1/2. Then we're going to burnish, again, burnish all of our sides. Thanks, Nikki. You guys will have to post pictures when you make these. All right, then I'm going to slice up and trim and trim and up and trim and trim. And now we're going to glue this together. Now, if you do it this way, I would recommend you using liquid glue because you're going to want time to adjust this, okay? Seal is not going to allow you any time to adjust it. Okay, so now I'll grab my liquid glue and we're just going to put, well, I think I'm going to put it. Here's my little poker thing. I forgot and left this open the other night, and unfortunately, I think I have some dried up glue in there, so we'll see. Okay, in there. So I'm hoping to bring you another project tomorrow night. It just depends. I have an appointment and I'm not sure if I'm going to get done with my appointment in time, but I'll try. I have a really cute candy bar holder that has a card on the front that I want to bring to you. Well, for goodness sakes. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel too. I'm going to try posting unique things in each one of my social media pieces. So you might see some different things coming. I am so sorry this is clogged. And it kind of happens when I'm lower on glue here too. All right, let's hope this didn't dry over here yet. All right, so what you're gonna do, make sure you have the bottom and don't do a Lisa. And you're gonna turn it over, and then this is just gonna slide in, and I try to put one side in first, like so, and then you kind of squeeze it down and get it stuck where you want it. And then you bring it in, and you have to pull this out just a tad. There we go. Like this. And I'm just going to push that against because it needs to be tight again. You have to have it tight in those corners. Okay? Then turn it and push it. And come up through the inside and hold it. And then we have the last one. You got to tuck it a little bit. And then in it goes. Again, push those sides. And this last part right here. And there you go. And that is your box. So you can do it either way. I just wanted to show you. Okay, that is all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed our little get together. And I think that anybody would be very happy to get this as a gift. You could get some cute little Christmas mugs if you wanted to. I'm very pleased with this. I think somebody's going to really love this. Let me know your thoughts and feel free to share with others. Thank you. Have a blessed evening.